There's not that many off-screen fights in One Piece, but when there usually is, they're just downright epic, and we need to see what actually happened between the fights off-screen. So with that being said, I'm just gonna skip the introduction and I'm just gonna go straight into the video. Coming in at number 5 is Jack versus the Minkmen, the Day and Night Kings. You know, we already know what happened, but Oda did a off-screen fight between Jack and the Minkmen. They were fighting for 5 days, I believe it was 5 or 10 days. I'm not too sure how many days Jack and the Minks were fighting, but at the very end of the day, Jack used the poison weapon, and with the poison weapon he won. So I think the reason why Oda did an off-screen with Jack versus the Minkmen is because Jack is an awakened Devil Fruit user, and Oda, he made that fight off-screen, not just for the pacing, but for Jack's Devil Fruit abilities. He wants to keep it a secret until, I don't know, maybe Sanji fights him, until Zoro fights him, until Luffy fights him. So what I'm trying to say here is that the fight between the Minkmen and Jack, it's definitely a must-see, because I mean, we know what happened at the end. He used a poison weapon, but I think Oda made this an off-screen fight because Jack went into his Devil Fruit awakening form, so that's why it's off-screen, and I think we need to see this off-screen fight. Now coming in at number 4 is Gecko Moria versus Doflamingo. We saw the very end, we saw Moria, you know, just looking at Doflamingo, and he's telling Doflamingo, who ordered you to do this? And that was it. You know, Doflamingo told Moria from the very top, and you know, Moria said the world government, and then you know, Doflamingo said somebody higher, and a lot of people are just assuming, oh, it's God, it's somebody. No, what Doflamingo is saying is that the Gorosei, the CP0 guys, those are the guys that ordered Doflamingo to kill Gecko Moria. Now Gecko Moria is not dead. I don't know how. Oh my god, like I've been through this so many times on my YouTube journey. Gecko Moria is not dead. He's just hiding, okay? I don't know how anybody can believe that. We even saw his ship in the New World. He is not dead. Like, I don't want to go into this, but I do want to see how Gecko Moria was defeated by Doflamingo and how Gecko Moria escaped by Doflamingo. Number 3, Jinbei, oh my god, I mispronounced that, my apologies. Jinbei, the blue guy, versus Portugas the Ace. Now that fight went on for 5 days or 7 days, and you might think that fight is boring, but I do like to see Ace's Devil Fruit powers. I like to see Ace, you know, in a flashback, in a backstory. So what a better way to see Ace than seeing him against a blue guy, a blue fish man. Okay, so what I'm trying to say here is that if we ever want to see Ace again, Portugas the Ace, I think the best way to see him is a backstory / pass, an off-screen fight, and I do want to see Jinbei versus Ace just for Ace's Devil Fruit powers. At number 2 is Blackbeard versus Ace. Now you might be wondering, why is this at number 2? Well, there's this interesting idea. You know, nobody has turned this into a theory because this idea has just been popping around the One Piece community, and it's a very interesting idea. Yes, an admiral interrupted the fight between Blackbeard and Ace, and the admiral helped Blackbeard. Now a lot of people are saying, oh, it could have been Kuzan, it could have been Aokiji. If it was, listen, if it was, then holy shit, because this idea was supported by the fact that Ace was like second in command, like the left-hand man, right-hand man of Whitebeard, you know. So with this supporting evidence, this idea, this rank and power, how can he lose to Blackbeard? So the idea is that somebody helped Blackbeard, and it could have been an admiral. I don't know. I do love this idea, but I do like to see the full fight, not just this, you know, like 5 minutes, you know, Ace going up to Blackbeard, you know, I caught you. So that's that, and moving on to the number 1 off-screen fights that we must, oh man, that we must see in One Piece. Aokiji or Kuzan versus Akainu Sakazuki. This fight, the fight for Fleet Admiral, the battle for supremacy, ice versus lava. But every time I think about this fight, I get this idea that Sakazuki was fighting dirty, just like how he did in Marineford War. He did some dirty tricks. I think Sakazuki did the same thing with Kuzan. You know, like I think he played some dirty tricks. You know, like he faked an injury or something. I definitely do feel like Sakazuki cheated in his fight, and this, you know, and just because of that, I also think that the battle for supremacy, the battle for Fleet Admiral, the ending, and Punk Hazard was a normal island. A lot of things with this fight. It's just overall a fight that we must see. And if we do see this fight in a backstory, in a past, then holy shit, this has to be like the greatest fight ever in One Piece, besides the Voyage Century, whatever went down in the Voyage Century. These are the 5 off-screen fights that we must see in One Piece. Let me know the fights that you want to see down in the comment section down below. I'm Anime Fan Talk. Thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed the video, please be sure to leave a like. If you can share the video around, that would be really great. You know, share some love. I would really appreciate it. And if you're new, if you could please subscribe, that would be really great. I would appreciate it. Thank you so much for watching. I'm Anime Fan Talk, signing off.